The sound comes much later. Let's talk about sound later on. So now let's watch Tuco dying the filmic death. If I use any kind of special developer, no, Rodinal Spezial, Agfa. I bought the very last remaining Agfa Rodinal bottles which I could find on the internet. So, also, this is the last frame. Now part 3 starts of the film. We have the blank screen for a few seconds, and then gradually shadows come in and start to form recognizable, more or less recognizable pictures again. So, and now we see what I call the passage to Hades. Hades, we all know Hades from the Greek mythology. It's the realm of the living dead, and it's the realm of shadows. And now he's going to the underground or the Hades of cinematography. And now he's really just as nothing else but a pure creature of light and shadow. And he's a living dead, so to speak. Yeah.
When the film breaks and it's just pulsating light, how did you get that? Just the pulsing of light?
The question is, how did I get the pulsating of light? I used my cardboard as most of the time, and I put objects on it, or I go to a different corner of the room and take a flashlight and make something like that. Or actually, in the book just being presented by Max and Sandra, there is a picture of the light table, which I mentioned before, where you can see all film strips of the passage to Hades. So you can really see how it was made, or somehow, not how it was made, but the basis of the effect which we see. Strong recommendation. Buy that book. Okay, this is Cerberus watching. So you have to take another one. Watching Tuco and Tuco's passage to Hades. This is, of course, this is a private joke. Nobody must think of Cerberus as of when he sees that person. So, zop. And now he finds himself in a graveyard, as among the dead, constantly switching back and forth between positive and negative, shadow, darkness, light. Positive being the shadow of a negative, negative being basically the shadow of a positive. Here you saw my fingers. I like to put my fingers on top of the cardboard while, see, this is my ring finger, my Zeigefinger, my index finger, yes. No, just a positive copy. But I can create my negative passages just as I want to. I simply copy it, and then I have a negative, and I use that as a use this material. Again, we see the pigeon. So now he's free, and he obviously feels relieved by not being, not hanging on the gallows anymore. But that will change. A dog. Here's the watcher again. Here's the director again, still in control of everything, basically creating him. Positive, negative, And now things start to become somehow crazy. By using means which only cinema as an art form can create. That is correct? And I'm speaking about space and time and how cinema manipulates space and time. Here it already starts. He's moving in the left direction, space around him moving in the other direction. Several different speeds of movement. Constantly switching back and forth between positive and negative. And here we encounter the first dead person, which we saw in the very first part of the film, a dead person lying on the ground. And I gave him Feuerbestattung, a cremation, like the Hindi do, by going out of the dark room into the day with my film strip and a magnifying glass, and I started burning the dead people lying on the ground. It's a strong indication of the materiality of film, which leaves traces which can only be created with analog film. If you do that with video, not good.